Hello everyone, Tina here. I hope your day is going off to a fabulous start. Actually, it's the beginning of the week. Usually associated with Sundays, the end of the week, but technically it's the beginning of the week. So I hope your week is off to a great start. Today we're going to make a fun fold card. Last week we used the Love Notes collection from Photoplay paper, and this stamp set and coordinating die set coordinates with it. We're going to be stamping and coloring with this set here, and then we're also going to be creating a fun fold using a kit. This is from Photoplay. It's the Make Your Series Flip Flap Pocket Cards. So much fun. I thought it would be a little bit difficult to make, but it's technically the kit does it all for you because it's pre-scored, pre-folded. All you have to do is glue and paste, and you can create a really fun card. It's made to create a pocket on the inside, which fits a perfect gift card. I'll show you how to slide one in there, but you don't have to have a gift card. You could make a get well card with this, and then maybe put a tea bag in there. You could put maybe even a package of hot cocoa would be super cute in here. You could also put cash, cut aparts. You can fill this little pocket with anything really, and there's plenty of room on top to create a greeting if you wanted to, or write a greeting. So we'll be using this. I'm also going to bring in some pattern papers to decorate my card today. So we're going to start off, these are the papers that we're going to be using. I'm going to use the front and the back of this, and I'm also going to use this pink. This is Hearts and Flowers, and this is Lucky Cherries. Just tell you the name because some, not all, but some of your favorite craft stores will sell the sheets individually. And let's start by doing some stamping. Today we're going to stamp a couple sets of the cherries, and I'm also going to stamp the envelope here. Stamp that there, and let's see if we can fit this sideways. I'm going to stamp 2 envelopes and 2 cherry sets, and I want to see if we can stamp our greeting right in the middle here. This says Be My Valentine. We'll stamp that right there, and then there's a little heart in here that we'll stamp also. I'm going to bring in some black ink. This ink is going to be alcohol marker friendly, so we can stamp and we can color in with our alcohol markers. Give that a good press. Lovely. Now what I'm going to do is remove my greeting and the heart, and then we're going to flip the panel over and stamp that envelope and the cherry set one more time. I'm also going to stamp the greeting in our stamp set that says Love You. I think I can fit it on here, so we're going to pick that up, and then I'm going to restamp one more time. Okay, and these are our images. The coloring is going to be pretty simple. I want to share with you the colors that I'm going to be using for today. We have some pinks and reds and greens. I'm going to zoom in. I'll play a little bit of music while I do some coloring, and then when I'm done coloring, I will get you back. Coloring is all done. It's pretty simple and basic. I am going to go over this highlighted area a little bit more here with my white gel pen, just so those cherries look a little bit more dimensional. And then we're going to take the coordinating die set and we're going to cut out all of our images. I'll do that and I'll be right back. I have everything die cut out. We're going to put this to the side and now we're going to work on our flip flap pocket card. Let's go ahead and open up our kit. Again, this kit, there's enough to make 3 cards in total. When you open it up, you have all your pieces stacked together, and then you have step-by-step instructions that are so easy to follow. Okay, we're going to put this to the side and use it as a guide, but we're going to start by taking one of each of these pieces that are scored and trimmed down. This card, there's 5 different pieces, and then I'll put this back in the package. We're going to put these to the side and we're going to work on this one first. Okay, it's already folded in half, so what we're going to do is open it up, and then I'm going to use a pencil to show you where we're going to trim. I'm going to go ahead and use my pencil and share with you where the score marks are, because it's really kind of hard to see on camera, and if I show you where the score marks are, it's easier to show you where we're going to cut. Okay, so where I put my pencil marks is where the score marks are going to be. Okay, we're going to go ahead and I'm using a pencil and I'm going to cut here, and we're going to get rid of all of this. Okay, over here we're going to angle it like this, and I'm going to get rid of all of this. And when I mean get rid of it, it means I'm going to use my scissors and just trim this away. So we're going to trim here, and those angles don't have to be perfect. And you'd want to cut right on those score marks. Okay, just trim these off. Okay, so this is what it looks like now. Okay, we have this piece that we trimmed away, and then we have this piece that we trimmed away. We can go ahead and toss these. Okay, I'm going to bring in some double-sided tape. I think if you have a double-sided tape, it works better for this card, but you could really use glue if you wanted to. And I'm going to add tape to these flaps here. This is how it came folded. We're going to add it here. Okay, this is a 1 3/4 inch tall strip, and it is slightly smaller than the width of this panel here. Okay, we're going to add it to the very bottom. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to use glue just because it's faster. If you have your double-sided tape out, you could use that. And then this is going to go at the very bottom here. We'll just tack it down. So we have tape, and then pattern paper down here. And then this panel is done. We're going to put this to the side, and now we're going to work on this piece. This piece in our kit has a whole bunch of score marks. What we're going to do is fold each one of those score marks all in the same direction. So when you're done, it can create like a little bit of an arch. Super easy to create. We're going to open this up now. If you want to use something round and help with the curve of the paper, like this, flip it around and help with the curve of the paper, like this, that's going to help the mechanism. If you want to use the edge of your counter, you could use that too. So now we have like a little bit of an arch. Okay, I'm going to open it up now. This is our little arch, and I'm going to put tape here and here. We're going to add adhesive here and here. So here's our arch, and there's tape here on the outside and here on the outside. We're going to put this to the side now. Now we're going to take this panel here. There's a score mark here. We are going to fold this over. I'm going to reinforce it with a bone folder. You don't have to, you just use your hands if you wanted to, but bone folders will definitely help with the creasing. Okay. We're going to add pattern paper to this front flap. So think of this as a card base. When you open it up, the longer one's on the bottom, shorter one's on top. We're going to add some pattern paper to this section here. I just used my marker and highlighted where the tape was so you guys can actually see it. Okay, again, this is our arch. What we're going to do is flip it around. We're going to remove the release paper off of the left side. Okay, so now we're flipped up, our arch is flipped up. What we're going to do is take this and we're going to tack it to the center of this panel here. Give it a good press. Okay, so it's adhered here. We have adhesive here if you fold it. Okay, and this is your arches this way. Okay, now after we have this done, I'm going to open it up and we're going to add some pattern paper to the inside here. Now we're going to take another piece of pattern paper. We're going to add some adhesive behind here. This is from here to here, it's 1.5 inches. And then it's slightly smaller than this panel here. Okay, we will tack this down. So now I'm going to take this panel. Remember where I scribbled is where there's adhesive. I'm going to bring in this piece here. We're going to fold it flat. Okay, so we have this panel. Okay, fold it flat. Okay, we're going to place it here like so. Okay, and make sure it's centered on this pattern paper here. Okay, we're going to fold this over. And what we need to do is this fold line here on this arch that we created. This edge here needs to line up with it. So what I need to do is scoot this in until this ledge lines up with the edge of this. Okay, but you see I'm off centered. Make sure it's centered. That's important. So you just want to make sure it's centered and make sure that this edge here is lined up with the edge of this. To do that, you just fold it over and adjust. Okay, I'm going to do it one more time because this is the only tricky part of the card. What we're going to do is take this. This is where our arch is. Okay, we're going to flatten it. Place it here, centered. Fold this over. And see how this is hanging over? We're going to just scoot this in until it's lined up and centered here with this. We're going to hold it. Okay. Now what we're going to do is remove the release paper off of our adhesive, our scribbled adhesive. Okay, remove the release paper, and then we're just going to fold it. Using a bone folder, we're going to press it down. So now we attached this piece here to this piece. Okay? Okay, we're going to flip it over, and then we have tape here. We're going to remove the release paper off the tape here, and all we do is fold the sides over. Give it a good press, and we'll do the same thing here. Give it a good press. I'm actually going to use my bone folder to secure that. Okay, this is what the front looks like. This is what the back looks like. What we're going to do is take this piece of cardstock, and we're going to cover up these panels just to give it a clean look. So we're just going to use a little bit of glue. We'll add some glue behind here, and we're just going to cover up. So our background is nice and clean now. When you flip it over, it'll look like this. Now, hold it here, use the bottom, and push in. You'll feel like some, not really clicking, but you'll feel some notches going in, and it will slide in pretty easily until it stops. It's pretty neat the way this is, and when you pull it all the way out, it stops. So there's in, there's out, there's in, there's out. So neat, huh? Okay, we're going to leave it out, and we're going to make the pocket portion next. To create the pocket portion, we have this piece. There's score marks here, here, and here. Let me mark the score marks. Okay, so those are our score marks. What we want to do is reinforce those score marks really quickly. Okay, and then we're going to take scissors and we're going to just cut these corners. Like this and like this. Just cut those corners off. Now I'm bringing in some more of that cherry pattern paper, and this is going to go on the front. This is our pocket. So this is going to go on the front of our pocket. So we're just going to add some adhesive. I'm just going to use a pencil and erase those pencil marks just so it's nice and clean. Okay, so if you fold these in, we have pattern paper on here. Now this is optional, but what I'm going to do is bring in a 1-inch circle punch. I'm going to create a notch right here in the center. I'm going to center it, create a notch like that. I'm also going to take my 1-inch punch, and using some pink cardstock, I'm going to cut out a few circles here. We'll cut out 4. We may not need them all. If you have a circle die, you could use that too. Okay, what we're going to do is take this. I'm going to bring back my double-sided tape, and we're going to fold this on the inside, fold these over, add some adhesive here, and fold this on the inside. And then all we do here is we're going to remove the release paper. Okay, and then I'm going to take this pocket. This is going to go at the very bottom, and that's where these circles come in. What we're going to do is tack it down behind this pocket. Here. We can make sure it's centered. Okay? You want to make sure it's above the halfway mark. You can even close it and make sure it clears this bottom edge. Okay? That's important. Once you know it clears that bottom edge, you're going to add a little more glue, and you're going to add some glue to another circle, and we're going to just sandwich these two together. I'm going to add an extra one just to make it extra stable. Tack that down, and I think 3 is the perfect amount. You really don't need 4, but if you want another reinforcement, you could put it on the back so it's nice and sturdy here. If you want to put an eyelet and some string, you could do that for the flap. That's an option too. So now we have a flap that can pull in and out, and it's nice and sturdy. After we have this done, we're going to bring in all of our stamped elements, and then we can decorate the front. So I have some more of that pink pattern paper that's slightly smaller than the width of my pocket, my flip-flop pocket. What we're going to do is add some glue here. I'm going to tack it down at the very top of this. This could be one piece if you want, but I wanted 2 different colors. I want to bring in some more cherries, and we're going to add this to the bottom. This pink paper was 3 inches tall, and then this cherry paper is 1.5 inches tall, for your reference. And then I have a thin strip of the stripe paper. We're going to cover our seam with that. Go down right down the middle. And this is what it looks like so far. If you pull it, if you have one of the stamps that say pull, you can add that to this also. What we're going to do is take that little heart that we stamped, and I'm going to add a little dot of glue here, and I'm going to add the heart right in the center. I think that will be cute. And then we're going to add a little extra dimension. We're going to add some glue behind my little envelopes. We're going to tack these down, kind of crisscrossing them. We'll add our cherries right there. And then I'm going to add my greeting. We're just going to use some larger foam squares. If you don't want all this dimension, you can just glue them straight on the front. So that is the front of our card. This is where you want to add the dimension. When you pull your tab, this piece here you can write a message on, or you can put some stickers if you want. I'm going to open it all the way up, and I'm going to bring in some white cardstock, and I'm going to add it to the front of this piece here, just so I can add a little extra message. This is where your gift card comes in. You can add it here. And it'll fit all the way down there. So it's a pretty deep pocket. It'll fit. You can go horizontal or straight up and down. That's the nice thing about this pocket. Now watch. If you close it, your gift card's not going anywhere. But if you open it, you have a lot of room. How cool is that? You just close it and it's not going nowhere. So that is cool. What I'm going to do is one step further, and we're going to take our cherries. We're going to add a little glue behind here. Put some glue behind our cherries. We're going to add it up here. And then I'm going to add my love you. I'm going to tack it down here at the bottom. So when you open it up, you have another little message. So there's lots of room for messages here or here. I do suggest maybe if you want it here, to use a light colored cardstock, or a light one here if you want to add a message. But that is our card today. Today we used the Love Note stamp set along with the coordinating die set. And then we also used the Photoplay Papers Maker Series Flip Flap Pocket Card. I have an A2 envelope here. Let me show you how it fits beautifully in here. It just slides right in. Not too much bulk whatsoever. But I think it's a super fun fold card. Look at this. Thanks so much for joining me. Hope you get a chance to check out the Love Note stamp set and the collection too, with all the fun pattern papers, and also the Flip Flap Pocket Card from Maker Series and Photoplay Paper. Have a great day. Thanks so much for joining me. We will see you again real soon. Bye-bye. Thanks so much for sticking with me to the end. I have 2 more videos that you guys might be interested here. If you guys are new and like the content that you see, click that subscribe button and also the notification bell. That way for future videos, be notified. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It sure does help the channel. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.